What's up everybody, Alec here, and today I'm bringing you guys a little quick match Brothers to the End playlist. Just came back. It's under the Forces of Nature section on the online matchmaking. And as you can see from the title of this video, today I'm basically going to be talking about, how IceMaN came about, how the name even was thought of, why I started posting videos on YouTube to begin with, why I got a capture card, who inspired me to get a capture card, kind of give you the full rundown on how all this came about while trying to play at the same time. So this should be challenging. Alright, so it basically all started when I believe I was a freshman in high school, just freshman year, just got out of middle school. I was around 13, 14 years of age, and it was 2006 when Gears of War 1 came out. So actually, I was probably 16. It was probably my sophomore or junior year in high school, not my freshman year, sorry. And my friend Dakota, like my best friend, I've known him for over 10 years now, came up to me and he was like, "Yo, Alec, dude, you gotta check out this this montage, man, of this Angel of Evil guy." And at this time, me and Dakota had always played, ranked matches on Gears of War, but we didn't even know what a montage was, or really how you could record gameplay for console games to begin with. So, in part, and I knew what a montage was, he didn't, because I made PC montages for Return to Castle Wolfenstein before I even started recording for console. I didn't know you could record for console. So, I watched this sniper no-scope montage of Angel of Evil, and, I wasn't really impressed by it at all, and I looked at Dakota, and I was like, yeah, dude, I mean, it was pretty sick, because it was the first one I'd ever seen, but honestly, man, like, those shots are pretty mediocre. Like, I hit those all the time. And then he showed me Nismo Joe's video, who had, like, a freaking million views, man. So I was like, holy shit, like, these guys are getting a lot of views for barely, any quality content. So that's what I immediately got intrigued, and I was like, holy crap, like, I'm really good with sniper. If these guys are getting this kind of attention with this level of gameplay, man, I'm gonna be big on YouTube. So my birthday was coming up. I believe it was the start of junior year or the start of the sophomore year, one of the two, and I asked my grandfather for a Dazzle and capture card, and he bought it from Best Buy for me, and I immediately started recording. And I told myself, okay, these guys are uploading montages, not very frequently, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload them more frequently and with better quality clips and better quality editing. So if I knew I could do that, I knew that I would just immediately blow up on YouTube. So I had already had editing skills from editing my PC montages. I've been editing since I was like 13 years old. So I already had some editing experience, not very good experience, but I knew what I was doing, when it came to render settings and how to sync a little bit here and there. So I put out my first montage within my first week, my second within my second week, and here I am 4 montages deep after my first month. And by the time my 6th sniper montage released, I was probably at like 4,000 to 5,000 subscribers. I started getting hundreds of subscribers daily. And my Gears of War 1 montages all had over 200,000 views, and they're not there anymore. I removed them actually because of copyright reasons when I got partnered with Machinima. And actually the first people I got partnered with was the Game Station, TGS. So, oh, he's about to jump over. Oh man, I backed off the wall for that. Okay, but yeah, the first people I got partnered by was TGS, and then I went to Machinima. But backtracking a little bit, my Gears of War experience, the first clan I joined was FYCN. I'm not gonna say what that stands for on the stream, but basically it was FYCN. Me, Adam, and Steven were basically like the starters of the clan. Adam and Steven founded it and created it, and I was basically like the the YouTube spotlight behind it to get the clan's name out there and the rep out there. And I'm the one that, you know, made our first team Taj, recorded it all. None of the team had a capture card except me. So I would record the play. I would let the players get the sniper, and I would spectate them and record them. And of course, you can imagine what kind of clips you can get doing that. When the only time I can get clips is when I'm dead and they're alive with a sniper in their hand. So, you know, even with that being said, it was still a pretty badass team Taj. FYCN got really popular in the Gears of War 1 days, and then eventually I got really sick that they were sick and tired because they were letting every single person into the team, and I, you know, kind of went off and did my own thing and started my own team called VAK, which stands for Virginia Killers, and the team was only people in my high school, basically my state, that I was friends with in real life. And that lasted for a while until eventually I sold my Xbox when I was around 17. A year later, I probably had over 10,000 subscribers at that point, and VAK was basically no more. I came back to YouTube a year later. I was IceMaN 804 at that point, and that's basically how it all started. You know, I got really motivated to do YouTube and you know, everything just by watching Angel of Evil and Nismo Joe and Shadow Punisher's montages way back in the day. And back then, guys, there were no teams. There, you know, honestly, like Chaotic HQ and Gears of War 3 and was when I really saw team Tages like starting to really like pop off. I feel like Chaos was like the start of team Tages and competitive. When I say competitive, I mean montage teams, like YouTube teams, seeing like who's got the better montage. Is it Avenge? Is it, you know, is it S? Is it Chaos? Like, who's the best team? And back in the Gears of War 1 days, we didn't have team montages. We had Gearsopedia, and that was the cool thing to do. You would upload your content to Gearsopedia, and, you know, if you got your montage on Gearsopedia, you know, you were the shit. Everybody was solo. There were no teams. Everybody had to find their own editor or edit it themselves. There was a really lack of editors back in the community. I remember the top editor in the community was probably Shizzy, or Tom. You know, I haven't talked to that guy in years, man. It's probably been like 8 or 9 years since I've talked to him, and he was an amazing editor. But you know, it's just kind of like looking back at how everything's transitioned. It's just crazy. To see, you know, how I've grown as a person, to see how my channel's, you know, taken a turn. Back then I only uploaded like funny moments, 1v1 sniper matches, montages, and that was really, you know, really about it. 1v1 sniper matches got me really big on YouTube. I got a big reputation for, like, you know, a really good sniper for up close and personal. Like, if you pushed me and you had shotgun, I just kept my sniper out. I didn't really care. And that's what, honestly, I think that was the difference that I really brought to it. The YouTube community was not many people were sniping up close and personal. You know, I started hitting those in-your-face roll shots called, you know, I got a name for myself for the IceMan shot. People are still calling it the IceMan shot. That's just crazy to me. It's just, you know, I was just a young kid, and I just wanted to make videos, man. It was all for fun. I didn't know about YouTube, you know, partnerships and getting paid for videos, and to see how everything transitioned now, you know, me on YouTube making videos and stuff, it's just awesome to see, because, you know, I wouldn't be here today without you guys, straight up. And I really want to give, you know, everything I have on this channel, you know, tip my hat off to you guys, because, you know, I've came a long way, and for those that have been with me since Gears of War 1, like, you guys have been on this ride with me. So I'm going to probably cut this commentary now in the middle of this match, but this wasn't really for the gameplay. It was more for just the story of how everything, like, came together, and how, you know, my channel has basically grown over the past, you know, almost 10 years now, guys. I believe my channel has been, you know, been up since 2007, so, you know, it's probably been like 8.5 years that my channel has been, you know, active. So, you know, I love all you guys. Drop me a comment if you guys have been with me since Gears of War 1. And also, I want to see some feedback on what inspired you to play Gears of War, and if you record the game, what YouTuber inspired you to start recording. Later, guys.